We have a new member in the camp, a chaplain. Holy Joe, we call him. Some of us have been wondering what a chaplain is doing at an aerodrome, but the first thing he did was straighten out our post situation with just one wire to HQ. Any man of the cloth who can work miracles like that has my backing. Stoic as always, Farah is letting the whole thing blow over and sending 4 of us to escort a bomber to Hirson. As we crossed into enemy territory, 2 E3s and a D2 tirelessly attacked us west of Hirson. For the moment, Prussian discipline in the sky was alive and well, and closing in on us fast. Holy Joe cleaned us out last night in a marathon poker game. Never thought I'd be gambling with a clergyman, but the whole thing was his idea. Not only did he organise our debauchery, I think he has a direct line to you-know-who. One game and I already owe him 2 guineas. Hope I live to get a rematch. 4 of us have the noon patrol, and Farah wants us to do at least as well as the morning boys. They brought down 2 Fokkers. With Holy Joe's prayers, I'm going for 2 of my own. Then it's back to the card table for another hand with the man of God. Not sure which is the bigger gamble, playing poker with Holy Joe or playing the odds against Fritz. With 3 Eindeckers baiting us below, we called their bluff and cut the deck for a life and death hand. Farah broke up our midnight poker game last night. Thought he was going to join us, but instead we got a bunch of hoo-ha about irresponsibility. What a laugh we all had listening to Farah and Holy Joe debate the morality of gambling. They were at it until dawn. Going up on mid-morning patrol with 2 of the boys. The front is hot and we need to keep it from getting hotter. Outnumbered 4-3, we faced a pair of biplanes flanked by a couple of monos. We were ready for their attack, though I had a feeling we were about to witness a new level of Hun determination. Fritz has his balloons up at All Noir, and Farah wants them down. Meanwhile, some clown calling himself Tex Johnson has shown up here to demonstrate the latest barrel rolling techniques. He's supposed to be a hotshot flight trainer from HQ, but on his first takeoff he stalled out and crippled our only Spad by slamming it into the mess. What an example. Maybe he's good at outdoor cooking. Faced with a puzzling 3-on-3, I knew from my studies that an even challenge could be tricky. It seemed like an awful lot of effort just to get a shot at one lousy balloon. Got into a ruck in what's left of the mess this morning with Tex Johnson. It began when I shouted, "Oi, Tex! How about demonstrating a loop-the-loop into Farah's quarters?" He took the first swing. I ducked and landed a roundhouse to his jaw. I have a feeling Farah thinks I started the brawl, since he's sending me on a strafing run to the Somme trenches. Not sure if it's a reward or a punishment. The Somme trenches lay before me like rows of open graves dividing the countryside. Even in the air I was struck by the foul odour of the unburied dead. My guns would soon bring more flesh to rot. Today is Friday the 13th, and we're already having rotten luck. This morning, Tex Johnson spun out on our main landing strip and pancaked one of our refurbished Newports into a barn. Everyone laughed as the chickens climbed out, clucking all over the plane's crushed wings. Tex was humiliated, and for a moment I actually felt bad for him. 4-man patrol over Lille at 0400. Don't want anyone laughing at me, so I have to keep holding my own. Being humiliated like Tex is the worst thing for a pilot. After dying, of course. After an hour of patrolling, we'd yet to sight the enemy, even though Belka had been keeping regular coverage over Immelmann's old stomping grounds. I worried they'd find us before we found them. Somebody has got to do something about this madman Belka. Yesterday he got his 35th kill. The pilots he's training are flying better than any we've seen. Especially the new kid he's picked as Immelmann's successor. Richtofen, I think his name is. Upstart. Tex was supposed to lead today's balloon-busting sortie, but the rest of us want to stay alive, so we're sneaking off to Hirsen alone. Gaining on a lone balloon, we couldn't believe that the Germans would send up an observer without cover. Was it a ruse? Or had the cunning Belka simply fallen asleep in his scheming? Tex Johnson has left for his next teaching assignment. Holy Joe bade him his official farewell as Farah grumbled, "If the imbecile isn't going to destroy the Bosch, let him destroy some other CO's drone." As we laughed, Farah turned our attention to this evening's bridge bombing at San Quentin. Our laughing stopped abruptly when he ordered us to be loaded up in an hour. As I reached San Quentin, I thought how funny it would have been to watch Tex in real action. Would he have bounced his tail skid on one of the bridge towers, or would he have swan dived into the drink